Hello everyone. I'm just waiting for you all to come online and let's get started. So, hi everyone. I am Swati Bathwal, dietitian and diabetes educator. And today I'm going to talk to you about how we can look after our health, how we can actually look better, feel better, and even work better from home during coronavirus pandemic. As you know that this has been going on. It's been like 2 months, and we don't know how long this is going to go. So obviously there is a lot of anxiety, there's a lot of stress among a lot of people. We want to get this over, we want to get out, we want to make our life go back to normal. So, and at the same time, a lot of times you are what sometimes when you're emotional, you might end up eating more food, and that might make you put on weight. So in today's session, I'm going to talk about how you can actually build your immunity during the lockdown, also be able to lose some weight, and give you some ideas on snacks. And alcohol shops are open, so we need to talk about how much alcohol is also enough, because alcohol adds a lot of calories. So alcohol is not like drinking water. So I'm going to talk about that. And I'm more than happy to answer your questions today. So please feel free to ask me as many questions as you want related to your weight management or related to your health, and I will be answering you all. So the biggest question, the most important question, what people have been asking me is what to do during lockdown, what to eat and what not to eat, and what is safe to eat during this time, because a lot of fruits and vegetables are there in the market. There have been information going on that they could be contaminated with COVID virus. So I'm going to explain you everything about it. So I'm going to start with foods which actually helps in building the immunity. So we have read a lot about what actually is the need of the hour, and that is to build your immunity so that you can fight the COVID virus. So foods which can actually help you build your immunity are vitamin C, definitely. So you're looking at coriander, you're looking at mint, you're looking at vitamin C rich fruits like oranges. All of these things, they are oranges, or you're looking at amla if you got access to amla, tamarind, imli is also a great source of vitamin C. Kokum is also fantastic. You can make that in sharbat, or you can make kokum chutney. So these are some of the foods which are really, really good sources of vitamin C. And vitamin C is the need of the hour right now. Second, what you can do is you can make like lemon water because lemon also has vitamin C. So shikanji is a great way to have vitamin C. And also it is summers, so it is going to keep you hydrated. So make sure you have a glass of shikanji, 1 or 2 in a day, as a part of your drink. Now I'm going to start with the weight management. So a lot of people, they come to me and they always ask me about various diets they have done, whether it's keto diet, Atkins diet. So these diets, often called as fat diets, they are okay for you to do it for temporarily. Temporarily they are okay, but you can't do this for more than a month or more than couple of months, because they are going to deprive you a lot of nutrients, and they are not customized according to what you need. So the menu plan, which lasts longer, anything which has got anything, if you want to lose weight, anything which is going to be sustainable is something you want to help you lose weight. Now, the fact about weight loss is the fat cells are formed in your body when you are a baby till the time you're 18. After that, fat cells are not formed. So every time you eat more food, you actually nourish these fat cells. So that's the reason why when you try to lose weight, you lose weight because you're shrinking the fat cells, but then again you put the weight back on because the fat cells are already there. So if you want to make your weight loss permanent, you have to be on that body weight for 7 years. And I'm sure you cannot do any of the fat diets, whether it's GM diet or any other diet, for 7 long years. So what suits the best is something which is customized to what you want and what you actually enjoy eating, and in a very systematic and in a very healthy way. There are a few things which you can try, like fasting. Fasting has been there in our Indian culture for so many years. It's not only in Indian culture, it's across a lot of religions as well. We fast. So when you're actually fasting, you are healing your body. Our body uses 80% of the energy in digestion, and 20% it's the energy goes into healing. So when you're fasting, you're giving your body some rest. So your body is going to heal better. And as you heal, you have the probability to lose weight more because your body is detoxed, it's cleansed. So you will be able to lose weight faster. So please make sure, it's not that, when I talk about fast, you have to eat nothing all day. You don't have to do like that. If you are a beginner, you can start with an intermittent fast where from your last meal, you do not have anything for up to 16 hours is the maximum. If you're a beginner, please don't, minimum would be 12 hours, and between 12 hours to 14 hours you should try if you're a beginner, if you want to lose weight. During that time, suppose if you have your dinner at 8 o'clock, you do not have anything until 10 o'clock in the morning. That's the guideline you're looking at. But you can have water, you can have lemonade if it is salted, but not sugar ones. So these are the drinks like herbal drinks, like green tea, apple cider vinegar in water. You're looking at methi dana pani. These things, or ginger water, these are the things you can have during this time, but no solid food from 8 o'clock till 10 o'clock in the morning. And once you break your fast, you can have whatever you like. Even if you like pav bhaji, you can do like a healthy pav bhaji at home, it's okay. You can do idli sambar, you can do dosa sambar. They are actually good. You can do poha, you can do upma. You can break your fast like that. And if you really want, you can also have a bowl of fruit salad as one of your meals to break your fast with. So around 10 o'clock you can have like a bowl of fruit salad, then have some sips of shikanji or kokum sharbat or anything to keep you hydrated. You can also do vegetable juice around that time. And around 2 o'clock you can do your basic lunch, like dal, roti, sabzi, and curd. Have lots and lots of buttermilk around this time of the year because it's really, really hot. You're inside the house, but don't think that you will not be dehydrated. Dehydration is a big concern around this time of the year. So I'll talk about dehydration once I finish telling you about the plan. So have lots and lots of buttermilk around, say 3 o'clock, 4 o'clock, and then about 5 o'clock you can have a cup of green tea or herbal tea, fistful of makhanas, some roasted chana, some murmura is something you can have, and that is exactly around this time of the day. And say about 8 o'clock you can do like your you can just do protein and vegetables for dinner at night. Before going to bed, maybe you can have a cup of herbal tea. So this is just like a sample, but you can pick and choose what you actually want to do. When you actually do intermittent fasting, or when you set your own guidelines, what happens is that you don't tend to binge more, like late night snacking. You actually avoid that. So make sure you set your own rules. And you should sleep well, because if you're not able to sleep properly, then the growth hormones in your body and the stress hormone called cortisol will be really, really high, and that is going to make you hungry the next day. So make sure you sleep well and try to switch off the screen at least an hour and a half before you go to bed, because the blue light from the screen, it's going to interfere with your sleep, a sleep hormone which is called as melatonin. So please make sure you do that. Obviously, stress managing strategies, you can follow whatever works for you, but reducing your stress is very, very important. Now, something I really want to focus on to everybody is there's a difference between dehydration and thirst. So what happens is you could be actually thirsty, but your body must be telling you or giving you an indicator that you are hungry. So when that happens, you will be going and snacking more. So ask yourself, am I really thirsty or am I actually hungry? So if you are thirsty, make sure every time you feel like having a snack, go and have a sip of water. Go and have a glass of water, so that you will find that you are not going to have that snack after that, because you are actually thirsty. So when you crave for something like chips or anything which has got salt in it, that's an indicator that you haven't had enough water. So please make sure you have water, and then you go and have that snack if you really want to. Now, so these are some of the things. So I'm going to talk about some healthy snacks or some unlimited snacks, because everyone wants to know that they want to they want to know whether they should be having those snacks or not, or क्या चीज़ हम ऐसी खा सकते हैं unlimited. So watermelon, so you can have watermelon. My favorite is I make watermelon juice and I put it in the ice cube trays, and whenever I feel like having something, I just have one of the cubes of watermelon instead of ice cubes. So you can do watermelon. They are unlimited. Kakri, kheera, all of those, they are unlimited as well. Green tea, herbal tea, salted shikanji, like I said, you can have those. You can have chaach. If you want to have healthy snacks and if you want to munch on something, pistas are great. So see, 20 pistas are equivalent to 1 tablespoon of peanuts. But if you look at it, when we are watching something, we might end up having a lot of peanuts, and peanuts are really, really rich source of calories. So best is switch from peanuts to having pistas, because it's the action of deshelling pistas as well, which is a lot of effort, so you will not eat a lot. So pistas are something you can have as one of your snacks. If you're watching movie, you can just do plain popcorn, not the buttered popcorn, but just the plain popcorn. That is also a great snack to have. Roasted chana, homemade bhel, or you can just bake or just boil a potato, and you can do like a homemade potato chaat in the evening. So there is no definite right or wrong answer. You just have to make sure your quantity is actually as quantity is something what you have to watch. So I'll give you an example. So when you're looking at a plate, please make sure, everybody, half of your plate is full of vegetables. It can be any vegetables except potato. Potato is not classed as vegetable, it's a starch. So when you do half of your plate as vegetables, it can be ghee, it can be tori, it can be tinda, or whatever vegetable you like. Please put half of your plate as vegetables. It can be salad or it can be in the cooked form. A quarter of your plate, please make sure it has got some proteins, and these proteins can be paneer, it can be your chicken, it can be eggs, it can be lentils, or it can be dal, or any of those. And the other quarter of your plate can be millets, roti, chapati, or anything with the carbohydrates. So please make sure your plate is completely balanced. For example, even if you look at rajma chawal, the entire plate we have full of rice, and then on top of that we add rajma. So that plate is so rich in calories. But if you had that rajma and chawal in a proper balanced manner, and then you had half of your plate with salad or vegetables, it is still an okay meal. Even if you do curry and rice like that, it's perfectly fine. So just make sure you watch that portion control. That's really, really important. Whether you're doing intermittent fasting or whether you don't want to do any fast, please make sure you do that. There are other things people they ask about fast, whether I should do dry fast, whether I should do water fast. See, you can do any fast as long as it's not more than 2 days to 3 days in a go. After 3 days, if you haven't eaten anything or if you haven't had water, that's when it becomes really, really toxic for the body. So please make sure you have plenty of water. When you are fasting, you are hydrated, because that can give you headache. Headache is the main. If you're having headache even at this time of the year, it could be because you are dehydrated, because your brain is 70% it's water. So when you are dehydrated, the brain cells shrink, and that's when you get headache and you're not able to think properly. So please make sure you are drinking plenty of water, you are hydrated, and only if you're used to fast, only then start doing fast on a regular basis. Don't jump onto doing fast right away. Like I'm very used to fasting once in a week, so I can go, like initially I started with an intermittent fast, but then now I am strong enough to have nothing all day. I just have water throughout the day, and I just have one meal of fruit salad once in a day. So it's how you tune your body and how much you are able to do it. Now I have to talk to you about, this is my favorite topic, is alcohol. So when it comes to alcohol, you have to know that alcohol is not water. Every sip of alcohol has got calories. So it depends on, you will ask me questions like, which alcohol is good, which is not good. It actually depends on the strength of alcohol and how much you have added. So any peg size, it's not Patiala peg, it is 30 ml to 40 ml. So 40 ml should be a 1 peg of alcohol. That is equivalent to 1 snack. And you do not have to mix it with Coke or any fruit juices. You can mix it with tonic water or soda. So 2 standard drink, which is of 60 ml total in a day, is maximum what you have, whether you have whiskey, whether you have scotch, whether you have any other alcohol spirits. if you have wine, you have to make sure you're not pouring the entire glass full of wine, whether it's red wine or whether it is white wine. 100 ml is the standard drink for a glass of wine. You don't want that you've poured like the entire glass full of wine and you call it as one glass of wine. That's not how it works. So entire bottle of wine, if you look at it, the entire bottle is about, say, 1,000 calories, which is a lot. And you may not realize you've had half of the bottle of wine, which is like 700 calories. And plus you've had a lot of peanuts or you've had other snacks to go with it. So that actually adds up a lot of calories. So please be mindful of when you're drinking alcohol. Low carb beer is great because low carb beer or low calorie beer, 3 beers are equivalent to having like 1 full strength beer. So you can substitute your alcohol to that. But please make sure for every standard drink you are having 2 glasses of water, and there should not be more than 2 alcoholic drinks in a day. Not more than that. It's toxic for your body. Alcohol also reduces your immunity, so try and avoid around this time of the year. But if you still are having alcohol, this is the amount you actually have. So I'm going to take some few questions. I have some people watching. Hi, Prometheans. Hi, Snigdha. How are you? Hi, Mr. Banerjee. How are you? I'm good. Good. I've been very busy of late, but COVID is, we are just hanging in there through the lockdown. Hi, Pratibha. How are you? You have a question. Pratibha wants to know, can sugar patients take poha? Pratibha, yes, sugar patients can take poha, but you have to make sure that quantity of vegetables in poha is more as compared to the rice flakes, because rice flakes, they break down into sugar in the body and they're higher in calories. So have poha maybe once in a week, not more than that. Or you can use like idli and sambar, or you can do besan chila or moong dal chila. That is a better option because they've got proteins and good carbohydrate quality as well. So that's the answer. Hi Deepika, how are you? You want to decrease your ESR and you have got thyroid and diabetes. See, ESR is high because of it shows that there is some kind of inflammation happening in the body. So just look at your diet again, where you're having, where you could be going wrong. I would suggest that please use good oil, because these oil, they are, these oils like refined oil and all of that, they reach a smoking point, and which actually causes a lot of inflammation in the body. So please make sure you use the correct oil. Like if you're cooking Indian meals, use sarso oil, or you can use ghee as well. It's totally fine. And a small amount of oil, not too much. And coming to diabetes and thyroid, best would be having methi seeds in the morning works wonders. So having 1 teaspoon to 2 tablespoons of methi seeds in half a glass of water, just soak it overnight and next day have it in the morning. And so I'm hoping that this is going to help you. And even change your oil, please. Your oil could be causing a lot of inflammation, Deepika. Hi Madhubwa, thanks for watching. Hi Nikita, thanks for watching. No, Nikita, no, banana is not going to make you gain weight, so you can have banana. But have you seen the desi one, the local variety one? They are actually healthier for you. The one which you get, the imported ones, they're fairly large in size. So please make sure you only have half of that, not more than that. So it's only when you have the entire banana and you have it like 2 or 3 in a day, that's when it actually causes you weight gain. Anything which is made in nature, it's not harmful for you. Explain the connection between blood sugar levels and gut health. So that's a very interesting question, but to answer you that, there can be a lot of, I don't know, I don't understand exactly what the question is, but to make it more understandable and simplified for everybody, when you eat foods which break down into glucose in the body, and if there are excess of glucose in the body, they might start to cause a lot of fermentation inside the body. So that could be something you're looking at a lot of. If you've got high levels of, sugar levels, it's going to, I'm not able to understand the question that well, but I'm just trying to tell you that if you have foods which actually ferment in the body and the fermentation is coming from sugars, that's when you might have a lot of tummy aches, or you may have a lot of bloating issues, and that could be one of the things. But as such, there is no link between blood sugar if they're very high and towards the gut health. not really, unless you're having a lot of sugars, and that could be causing but the sugar in the blood is different to sugar in the gut. So I will just skip. If you want to ask me that question more clearly, you can just inbox me, and I will be able to answer that better for you, because I'm not able to understand your question. So yeah, so everybody, so try and please be safe at home. I've done some videos on how to protect yourself when you're actually going to buy fruits and vegetables, and there has been some news as well, and there has been a news that some of the fruit sellers and vegetable sellers, they have been infected with COVID virus. So the best is, when you're actually going to buy fruit and vegetables, make sure you wear your mask, and you also wear gloves. If you do not have gloves, you can just wrap your hands around with the plastic and just leave the plastic outside. But don't bring that inside, because plastic, according to WHO, COVID virus can stay viable or can stay alive for almost 72 hours. So please do not bring vegetables in the plastic from the fruit and vegetable sellers. Take your own home jute bags or cloth bags with you when you're going to buy fruits and vegetables. Number 3 is, when you bring the fruit and vegetables into the house, you can leave them outside for almost 24 hours if you are really worried, or you can actually bring it and wash your fruits and vegetables in the running water directly. If you have big fruits like watermelon and muskmelon, you can put them underneath the water for 2 to 3 minutes and wash them thoroughly. If you've got bitter gourd or any of those gourds which have got ridges in them, use brush. If you don't have vegetable brush, any sort of brush or cloth which can actually go inside those ridges, so that you wash them and you disinfect those vegetables. It's very, very important. I personally use salt water. I use about 3 tablespoons of salt in 1 liter of water, and I wash my vegetables in that. Do not wash your vegetables in hot water, because you are going to spoil your waters. You're going to spoil your fruit and vegetables. It has to be cold water, cold running water. If you want, you can also use vinegar, apple cider vinegar. These are some really disinfectant which are being used in the house. So try some of those, please. But please try to be safe. And when you eat your fruit and vegetables, they have to be thoroughly washed and clean. So I believe in today's session I have covered about how to build your immunity. I've also talked about the importance of fast and weight loss, and I've told you about some of the drinks as well, what you can have, and some of the snacks you can choose. I've also talked about how you can actually wash your fruits and vegetables in the house and to be safe. And most importantly, everyone, just eat well, eat healthy, sleep well, stress less, and don't forget the importance of exercise. If you're actually going to move, you are going to build your, you're going to reduce your insulin resistance. I've had some people, they've asked me about questions on diabetes. If you are going to move, you are going to make your insulin more sensitive, and you are going to be more effective in controlling your sugars and weight loss as well, and mood, everybody. Like, we a lot of us are going through, ups and lows. So, and to enhance your mood, to feel good, you actually have to move. Whether you dance inside the house, whether you do your housework, do anything you can, but please move inside the house. So I've just got one more question here I'm going to take from Deepika. If someone has imbalanced hormone, any suggestion to lose weight so conceiving infertility problem can be sorted out? So yeah, there are a lot of things what you can do. Deepika, it's something called a seed cycle, where you have in the first 14 days from your day of the cycle, you have pumpkin seeds and sesame seeds. You have 1 tablespoon both together up to 14 days, and from 14 days to day 30 you have other sets of seeds. So there is actually a set of cycles. So these seeds have got estrogen, so one actually boosts estrogen and the other one boosts progesterone. So this seed cycle, just look up, you will find a lot of information that really helps. And also, the exercise is the best way how you can balance your hormones. There are some natural therapies as well, which is I don't want to quote that because I don't know you that well and your profile, but you know, marigold flower leaves really helps in controlling your hormones level as well. So there's a lot of things, but you actually have to see what is the reason why, what is the reason for infertility as well. So yeah, that's the answer, but send me a message if you've got any more concerns. So thanks everybody, thanks for watching me today. It was lovely talking to you. Somebody wants to, मैम हिंदी बोलिए सबकी तरह आपकी अंग्रेजी नहीं. ओके ठीक है, मैं नेक्स्ट सेशन जब करूँगी मैं हिंदी में करूँगी. बहुत लोग ऐसे हैं जो हिंदी में जानना चाहते हैं. सो इन द नेक्स्ट सेशन आई एम गोइंग टू टॉक इन हिंदी. Till then, everybody, please be safe, stay at home, protect yourself and your family, and please look after yourself. And if you've got any questions, feel free to message me here and I will be replying to you all. Take care.